Okay, so sorry about the whole tripping thing. It will start momentarily. Okay, so so sorry about. Okay, so we've already started this off. Let me just bring this across here, and let me just get this all set up. So I got this all a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so what this is pretty much, as you know, it's going to be a live reaction. As you can see, it's a live broadcast, so you instantly know that this is going to be a live broadcast, or you wouldn't be watching. So yeah, so yeah, so anyway, so right, so let's get this going. Sorry about if there's any lag or anything about here, but it essentially is what it is. So yeah, so let's get this review out of the way and into sustainability here. So right then, so let's begin. Bleach chapter 679. The end. The Almighty is not the power to see the future. It is the power to change it. So sorry if there's any lag. This is my first time doing a proper thing. So I'm just gonna, if you're a member of the Double O Club, you'll know this. So, but anyway, it is the power to change it. Do not be alarmed. It is no different than the power that you both possess. Just as you are unable to influence no more than the one instance that exists before your eyes. Okay, let's skip all this because we don't want fan. Oh, yep, this is a live review, so you're going to see some of my fuck ups, and I have sweared. Let's just go back to see. Yep. So all I can do is influence and change the entirety of fate that's see in mine. Ichigo, up until now, countless times before, you've overcome despair and changed your fate. Isn't that so? Do you know why it is you've been able to do so? The answer is simple. It is because I was not there. Oh, that is interesting. I'll be talking more about that in a bit after this whole review, and you will understand that a lot as well. Now, Ichigo, on and try. Now, Ichigo, go on and try to change the future. Because it is I that can see just how spectacular of a future it will be. That is true because of his power, but Ichigo trying to change it when he can change it as well. Change it, and I shall chop down any fate you try to carve out for yourself. Go on, you can despair now. Okay, Bleach chapter 699, and as we can see, Ichigo is going into despair. He literally has gone into more despair than he has ever before, and this chapter is titled The End, but I don't think this is the end of Bleach. It's just Kubo doing those crazy title chapters again. Now we cut down to Uryu. My shrift is B. The balance, says Volts. By taking the misfortune that occurs within my sphere of influence and dispersing it to those that have fortuitous luck and lead charmed lives, I maintain balance in the world. Furthermore, I can take all the misfortune that all happened to my own self and redirect it into this Freundschrift, Freundschrift, Friedschrift,. Your chances of winning are nil, Ishida Uryu. and it seems I'm no longer able to get any answers out of you. If you wish to remain mute, then that's fine by me. This will be your end. Wait, don't you wish to see my shrift? How pathetic. A sad, desperate attempt to buy yourself a precious few seconds. If it would have assured your victory, you would have surely used it by now. You've got it all backwards. In fact, I was just thinking, it's just about time. Such nonsense. My shrift? A. Antithesis. Ooh. Ooh, okay. What is this? Antithesis. Among two designated targets, I can completely reverse anything that has already happened. Take over instance for our instance, for example. I was able to reverse the damage between you and I. I see. Such a marvelous power. It might even be possible to turn that power against His Majesty. With such an ability in your possession to reverse anything that happened, you might very well be the only person capable of opposing His Majesty's power. What do you mean by that? Is what you just said, does it have something to do with the true nature of the Almighty? Take from it what you will. I'm simply saying that I was right in stopping you here. And now, you actually think I'd let you go? Ooh! Your antithesis is indeed splendid, but it is a poor measure for my balance. I told you, didn't I? I can displease my any misfortune and any and all misfortune that befalls me. It redirects into my food shift, which means that the good luck you had in inflicting wounds upon me would wreak back upon you in equal magnitude as misfortune. And then the misfortune that happens to fall upon my own body merely gets deflected and absorbed into my Frund shield, and rain even more misfortune upon you. Oh, that is painful. Very, very painful. How many times must I repeat myself? You have no chances of winning Ishida Uryu. You don't know when to quit. Even though I'm sure you finally come to the conclusion that you're no match for either myself or His Majesty. Oh, I missed a bit. I'll reread that panel actually because I completely missed the speech bubble. Rodents could learn a thing or two about tenacity from you. Even though I'm surely you've finally come to the conclusion that you're no match. When I told you I was unable to see your true colors, I take that back. Those foolish humans who cling to despair, cling so desperately to their faith and what they believe in. You're cut from the exact same cloth. Okay, what's happened to Ichigo? Oh, your watch has done something. No! More fight left in you, Ichigo? I expected much more. My sword has no effect. Neither does Inoue's shield. Shield. It's over. This is what I got all worked up for. What a waste. Rather, I suppose you did provide me some entertainment. Now then, for your final duty. It's time for the power that I so generously granted you. to return to its rightful owner. It all comes to an end. Oh! Okay. Let me just get rid of that and... Okay, let's cut to the intro. I'm definitely going to cut to the intro here because there's something I want to discuss here. So let's cut to the intro. Cut to the intro and then we'll be back for it. So and we are back. So I'm going to enlarge myself. So yeah, so this Bleach chapter, and I need to also make sure and check up on chats just in case I've got some for some reason it's not catching up. So this review is literally interesting. So you've seen the intro, so you know that my review is coming, and you know that my CPU usage is really low at the moment. So I really want to cut that down. So I'm going to quickly get the... There's a live thing trying to sort everything out and stuff like that, and I really want to know what's causing the high usage. So I'm going to end several tasks. No, I cannot end that. No, Window Explorer. We really need to, like, the timer can be ended. Origins. Okay, I've just quickly checked everything and my CPU should be doing alright now, so hopefully everything is... But like I said, if there's a lag or anything like that, I apologize for it, and I've just done some things, and yes, this is a live broadcast, so I should have everything prepared to make sure everything is able to be run and stuff like that. I apologize for that. Hopefully once I get a new computer or an actual decent laptop that can have a good usage for the live reaction stuff things, then yes, it will be better and hopefully it will be less laggy. But at the moment, please bear with the lag because I'm probably have so much stuff running at the moment that shouldn't be running, and I don't know a matter of fact about that. So back to the review. So this review was really interesting. It was a live reaction because I really wanted to do something like this as well. So there's that. And it was a very, very interesting video as well to begin with. Now, let's begin with the whole powers. So, antithesis. Uryu's shrift is an A shrift and it's antithesis. And it can reverse incidents that previously happened along with damage. So he can bounce it back from him back to his opponent. But it's also not a good match with Hashvolt's balance. That pretty much deflects. That pretty much is a yo-yo. It's pretty much Uryu versus Hashvolt's balance and antithesis is pretty much doing a yo-yo, going back and forth. So the damage Uryu caused gets back bounced to him, and the damage Uryu took can be reversed back to him. So they're pretty much going to be going back and forth by the sounds of things that. And now we learn that because apparently that Yuwatch wasn't around Ichigo during all his times he was active despair, and he was able to change that. So the moment when he faced Byakuya back at the beginning, when he lost his Shinigami powers before and regained them, that's because he changed the fate. If he didn't change it, he probably would never have regained his powers. But that's apparently he changed his fate, he changed the future, and regained his powers back then. And like always, Yuwatch wasn't there. Now him becoming Bankai and able to defeat Byakuya yet again. All these moments of Ichigo where he faces despair, each time that he lost his powers, going up against different opponents and everything like that, is because he changed the future apparently according to Yuwatch. And now he told Ichigo in this chapter to go and try and change it again, because we know that Yuwatch could probably change what Ichigo was going to change. Yuwatch can change it again before Ichigo makes it. So, and now the end of this chapter is really curious about Ichigo. So is Ichigo going to lose his Quincy powers, or is he going to lose his Shinigami powers? He can't really lose his Shinigami powers because they're not powers that were given to him. It's most likely he's going to lose his Quincy powers. The Quincy powers that were bestowed by his mother by Yuwatch apparently in the first place. So Ichigo is probably going to lose his Quincy powers that we still have never actually seen. But that means Ichigo gains full control of the Shinigami powers that he has, but that means nothing. That means something else is going to happen. And we don't know what that's going to be. He won't be able to access his full brain because he got that taken away from him via Grimmjow. And Grimmjow took that and used it as his own. So Ichigo can't use his full brain because that was stolen from him. So the only other cases is really what is there to do other than that. Is really interesting in what's going to happen now. Now this chapter was titled The End. And I'm more curious about what the end is. And I'm always curious about what the end is. And it's something that I'm really curious about at the same time. And I've always been wondering why the audio is always delayed and everything. So yeah, so it all depends. I'm just going to start this chat here. So I literally haven't got a gaming PC. I've got a standard everyday laptop and everything. And so far, the only person watching is probably myself because I can't see who's watching this live stream or anything. But I am curious about what's going on and everything. So yeah, if you're willing to contribute in these comments, please head into the chat. Give me your feedback on what you think it's going to be and everything like that, because I really want you guys to understand and everything. So yeah, because I'm also a partner, YouTube partner, and everything, and I'm going to be continuing this broadcast in one go. So yeah, so this live broadcast is not just a Bleach live reaction and live review as well, but I'll give you my thoughts on Bleach now, chapter 69. Interesting chapter. We learn more about the antithesis shrift that Uryu has, and we learn more about Ichigo's ability, and we're more curious about what's going to happen to Ichigo now for next chapter, because this has been a balanced chapter. We get to see more of Ichigo's fight with Yuwatch, and we also go back to seeing Hashvolt versus the Uryu fight. So we got a bit of balance. So it was kind of a break from the continuous Ichigo fight, because at this point I really did, from last chapter, I did really wanted something different this chapter. It wasn't as full on different. It was a bit more better than last week, but it was a little bit more of a letdown again because of Ichigo back into that despair that Yuwatch wanted him to go in, and he finding it more entertainment into that chapter was really interesting as well. But it seems like it literally is a load of crap at the same time. So it does depend on what's going on here as well. So it all goes on at the same time. Now, can you say that that would have happened? Not really. We know that something like this was going to happen, but it's kind of still a BS excuse. But that I still think Yuach is a kind of OP character. That is a given. That is a full-on given, and I'm not gonna going on to that as much as possible. So now that that's done and out of the way, I'm going to take a quick break from this live reaction. So I'm going to do a quick break and everything. So stay tuned for everything. So I'm going to play an ad here. If you don't like the ads, then let's do something else. But I am going to be doing a quick break. So the ad is pretty much a quick break. So, and I'll be back again as much as possible. I'm going to play an ad here. If you don't like the ads, then let's do something else. It's pretty much a quick break. So, and I'll be back again as much as possible. I'm going to play an ad here. If you don't like the ads, then let's do something else. It's pretty much a quick break. So, and I'll be back again as much as possible. I'm going to play an ad here. If you don't like the ads, then let's do something else. It's pretty much a quick break. So, and I'll be back again as much as possible. Okay, so we are back. So, okay, so sorry about the whole, like, yet again, like before, just be careful of the whole little thing, but we are back now. Okay, so we are now back. So, we are back. So, okay, so sorry about the whole, like, yet again, like before, just be careful of the whole little thing, but we are back now. Okay, so we are now back. So, we are back. So let's crack down to the review, not the review, the live reaction to One Piece chapter 830. Here we go. No, he who gets bet on. So here we have Rayleigh and some of the customers. To the review, not the review, the live reaction to One Piece chapter 830. Here we go. No, he who. So let's crack down to it this time around. Let's get to this live reaction and everything. So this is the front cover, as you can see. Here again, I do love the front cover of here. So I do love the artwork that Oda does always for his front covers. And this is yet again this 20th volume of From the Decks of the World, the 500 million man arc, volume 20, Sad Body Archipelago. So here are the events of what Rayleigh's doing now there, and speaking that he's trained, probably talking about Luffy and seeing it in the papers and placing bets. Probably, because I've wondered that Oda titles his chapters via most likely more on the covers that he creates than something to do about the art, but also is something to relate into the arc. So let's crack down to the next page. Like always, we skip the next. No, back. Let's check. Right, let's crack down to page 3. Straw Hat Luffy is a man who will eventually change the world. Oh, Jinbei! This man took their promise to heart a few hours earlier. He may still be a bit wet behind the ears, but I sincerely believe that the one who will rule the seas, I am weak, will not be any of the four Yonkers, but Straw Hat Luffy himself. Hey, it's that guy from from when Luffy and Co were fighting Hori, that giant guy. I would like to aid this man in his endeavors. I wish to board his ship and sacrifice this life of mine for him, if need be. Oh, flashback! Oh, Jinbei's talking! Oh man! Oh god! Man, this is interesting. Oh gosh. Yeah, hang on. I like to aid this man in his endeavors. I wish to board his ship and sacrifice this life of mine for him, if need be. Over these past 2 years, you've uttered the name of Luffy countless times. If your passion and trust in this man is honest and just, I do not see any reason why you should not turn your words into action. Oh? Have I really been talking about him that often? Oh, Jinbei's actually surprised by this. Go on, follow your aspiration, Jinbei. Cap, you guys really okay with this? Captain, why would any of us complain? You are a former officer in Neptune's army, traded that in for the life of a pirate, simply for the opportunity to fight alongside ex-Mary Joe slaves like us. Furthermore, you only accepted the promotion to Shishibukai in order to elevate the status of us fishermen as a whole to enter the world. And we know your reasons for joining Big Mom as one of her subordinate crews was not only to protect all of us, but to protect our kingdom using her name. Captain, you've always made decisions in your life based on how it would benefit those around you. You no longer need to carry that burden, Jinbei. Here, please think about yourself for once, Jinbei. From this point forward, it's okay to follow your own desires and be a bit self. Oh! Jinbei's gonna join Luffy! Go on, Jinbei. Yeah, Captain. We can manage perfectly fine ourselves, so don't you worry about us. I have no words for you how grateful I am. In any case, even if we all support his decision, I doubt Big Mom will let him off the hook so easily. Worst case scenario, if her rage gets directed towards us all, we gotta do is run for our lives. But oh god, I accidentally pressed the key. Let's go back because I haven't finished. But won't this put Aladdin in an awkward situation? Hmm. Vice Captain of the Sun Pirates, Aladdin. Goat's beard, brutal fisherman. Hmm. I mean, since he's tied the knot with Miss Prairline and is now a member of Big Mom's immediate family and all. Oh, my, oh my. Shouldn't you boys be a bit more worried about little old me? Sha sha sha. 29th door of Charlotte's family, Charlotte Praline. Hammerhead shark, half mermaid. Oh. Wow, miss, were you eavesdropping this entire time? What are you lot trying to hide? Something from me? I thought our relationship was better than that. Aladdin, don't tell me that you're planning on deserting me. If all things doesn't sit well with Mama. No, no, of course not. I'm sure I'll be able to negotiate with her. Negotiate? There's absolutely no need. You know that I'd choose you over Mama any day of the week, darling. Take me with you in the event that anything happens. Yeah, such passionate love. Forgive me, Wadasume. I dragged you all the way out here and now, nah, it's okay. I'm having a lot of fun with everyone around. In any case, Praline, do you truly believe that we'd incur Mama's wrath if I left? Well, now let's see. You wouldn't be the first person who tried to leave. Having said that, not a single soul who was brave enough to utter such words has lived to see another day. Sha 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 sha. Ooh, that's interesting. And now back at Whole Cake Island. So we got a brief flashback of what Jinbei was going to do and what's really interesting. So we learned a little bit more of why Jinbei went there. So we've learned that Jinbei actually now fully believes Luffy's going to become king of the pirates, and he believes his gut with this feeling at the same time. So that's something interesting that we can go through as well. So it does incur that we have got some kind of thing to go on. So I'm just going to update my Facebook post a minute so that I can just fully keep this going. So let's now get back to the review or the live reaction part. So now we're back at Whole Cake Island, and it goes pretty much Whole Cake Island, present time, capital Sweet City. Sir Moscato has died. Please don't leave us, Sir Moscato. He looks unconscious. Move aside. Wow, hurry up and remove the body. Yes, Mama. Do not leave for even a single second. Do you hear me? I'm curious. Hey, Sir Montdor. Will Boss Jinbei also be killed? Hell if I know. The only thing I can say for certain is that when Mama flies into a rage, no one is safe. Not even her own son. That's true. Definitely one we saw. Sweet Sea Hokika Chateau. So you want to cut ties with me, Jinbei? Why, boss? Please don't leave, boss. Why must you go? Squeeze. Silence! Do not ask those who wish to leave their reasons. How uncouth. I don't give a damn about his reasons. He is a pirate. Living freely is of utmost importance. Okay. However, having the bond between one's child revoked is shameful to the parents. Jinbei, your departure would cause a huge void and cost... Oh, went back again. Would cause a huge void and cost me valuable and powerful resources. Well, sure. Don't you assure me, if only fair, that you lose something valuable as well. That the only way we could call this a fair trade, wouldn't you agree? Maha. Bring in the roulette. Now then, what exactly will it be that you'll be losing? Okay. Nighttime in the seas within Big Mom's territory. Whole Cake. It's so sweet. Can't we just stop here and go to sleep for a while? Are you nuts? What are we gonna do if those ants start attacking us again? This will start a flow once the warmth of the sun returns during the day. But at night this area gets quite cold and the sea ends up freezing. It would have been nice if you could have mentioned that a bit earlier. Everyone, our primary folks, will be to melt this stuff. so we can hightail it out of this sea of Mizume. Roger that. Just so we're clear, I've only temporarily put the swarm on ants to sleep. It'd be chaos if they woke up again. I once had my ship eaten down to the last plank by these ants. Yikes! Yikes! But what were you doing in a place like this? Pedro used to be a pirate just like Peekums. Well, honestly, I didn't know any better at the time. I thought I was simply an explorer, they ended up putting a bounty on my head. I only accompanied Pickens midway. I'm only sharing this with you because of the trust that has been built. But we were on a journey to discover poneglyphs. We just wanted to be an asset to our master, Nico Mamamushi, in any way that we could. The day we finally stepped foot into Big Mom's territory would be the last day of our journey. The truth is, I've fallen here once before. Oh, this is interesting. That is something I have not shared with many. I had no idea. So this place must bring back those awful memories. If my experience here ended up aiding us in our plan to rescue Sanji, I wouldn't have it any other way. Besides, I doubt that my tagging along will turn out to be a waste of any of our time. I was told our Duke and Master showed you all our road poneglyphs, yep? Yep. When I first heard of this, I could have not believed my ears. Though you all are our saviors, the last time we showed that to the outsiders who weren't members of the Kazuku clan was precisely 26 years ago. Feel like ages since we've shown the poneglyphs to Gold Roger and his crew. Afterwards, Roger made it to Raftel and became known as the Pirate King. Whoa! I believe that Duke Nirarashi and Master Nico Mamouchi are seeing similarities between their crew and yours. They must be confident that you lot will become people who will end up needing the road poneglyph. What will you do after you defeat Kaido? Well, that's so far in the future. After that, you will surely need to make use of that road poneglyph Big Mom possesses. And if this is the case, you will not have a better opportunity than this, seeing as how you've been able to sneak this far into her territory. It would be wise for you to steal her road poneglyph, in addition to rescuing your crewmate Sanji. Well, Robin did ask us to do pretty much what you just said, so when we arrive at the island, would you mind buying me a bit of time? I promise that I will successfully steal the poneglyph this time around. What is it? What if it's for our sake? Then we'll go with you. No, please focus your attentions on Sanji. Things will get far more complicated once you've managed to take him back. Oh yeah. All right then. I'll leave it to you, Shi. Wait. That sounded way too easy. Okay, that's the plan. I suppose Luffy was simply born with this kind of fate. Yo! I can't do Brooks' laugh. I'm sorry, I cannot do that laugh impersonation. I'm sorry, I can't even do Brooks. I've just been doing it just as that. You say something, Brooke? Oh, nothing. I'm not much different, I guess. You'll get no agreement from me. Yo! Sorry, I'm not doing it. Yo! The ants are awake. Oh boy, so these are the ants. Oh yeah, ants. It's Oak Cake Island. It's an actual cake. The tallest cake you can see in the distance. It's the castle where Big Mom currently resides. Castle? Nami, should I continue going straight? Yes, I've heard that cape over there is the only location where the securities don't make their rounds. It's ginormous. Oh, I missed the panel on the first. Oh, it's a double page spread. Shit. Back. It ends on a double page spread. So we're going to read this again. The next one. Hey, wake up! We're here. It's Whole Cake Island. It's an actual cake. The tallest cake you can see in the distance. It's the castle where Big Mom resides. Oh. Oh. Okay. Alright. It's ginormous, so this is where the island where Yonko lives. There's someone standing at the coast. They're about to set foot on the island where a Yonko resides. So. Right then, like before, I'm gonna quickly process this. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly play the intro again, just so there's a little bit of a break in between this video, so for you guys. So yeah, so see you back after the intro.
Double up.
And we are back. So this chapter of One Piece. So this live broadcast is a double review of both Bleach and One Piece. So you guys know that. So you guys get 2 times the intro music. So, but you want to go and get one outro because I feel like including the intros twice gives you a bit of a break so you guys can sing. But this is a live broadcast, so I didn't get much views on this, so I might not do it again. I might just stick with my standard review. So anybody's watching this after the broadcast is simply easy and good. So I'll be back in a moment though, because I'm just going to quickly play an ad so you guys can do what you need to. Because, sorry. Okay. Now, right. I literally don't know how this is working or how this is firing off, but there might be some lag. Now, right. I literally don't know how this is working or how this is firing off, but hopefully it does literally stay live now, because this is my first live stream, and if this is how it's going to be doing, if this is exactly how it's going to be constantly and everything and stuff like that, and if this is how it's going to be doing with and it's going to be like this. This is exactly how it's going to be every time. So everything. So and everything. So I'm curious with so, but let's get back to the review. Okay, so One Piece 830. We get a brief flashback chapter of Jinbei talking to the Sun Pirates, to his crew. We find out that his vice captain, Aladdin, is married to one of the daughters. That is a hammerhead mermaid fishman. So, okay, so we learn that Big Mom has a daughter that is a fisherman. So that's interesting. So that's curious. So we learn that that Aladdin's married to one of them. Some pirates accept what Jinbei wants to do. So I'm curious if we end up seeing Jinbei now armless or something less, because that chart that Big Mom showed of something fair to trade is something interesting to do, because that is curious, because it had like limbs and that, and all I could take from that is that he has to give up a limb for Big Mom to be able to go. So that person they probably seen at the short probably is either Sanji or could be Jinbei. So Jinbei ended up joining them, aiding them to get Sanji back. It's a very curious and very wondering thing. So that is really curious at the same time. So yeah, so yet again we learn a bit more about that. We learn more about one of the other members, the other minxes there, that was a pirate that joined, that thought he was a explorer going on finding poneglyphs stuff, and we find out that Nico Mamushi and Ino Mamushi trust Luffy and crew because they have similar feelings towards them as they did with Gold Roger. So it really is interesting how this is going to act in future, and that I really cannot wait on how that is going to go at the end of this. So I am going to really end it here with this live broadcast, because I have a funny feeling this is a crappy way to do a review. Very crappy way to do both reviews of Bleach and One Piece, and I will not do it again unless it's on my millionth subscribe. Whenever I reach that high, I doubt I will, or whenever I reach that pedestal of 1,000 subscribers or even 150 subscribers or whether I'll do a live Q&A when it comes to it. But that is so far into the future, and it even depends if I even gain any more subscribers after this. But it all depends how much my channel grows. But I will continue this as much as possible, and I will continue that. It is an interesting concept that I do like to have as well. So it is nice to have that type of introduction at the same time to do so. But these live reactions, I am probably not going to be doing much. These live broadcast reactions, I might not do as much, and then do live reviews, because there's no point in it. Well, live reactions, that's what they are, live reactions. So doing a live reactions and then doing my review as a separate video could possibly be a new thing that I'll probably do from now on, because to keep the whole point of live reactions as the meaning. They are live reactions. So it's better to do a live broadcast for a live reaction, so you guys get to see my actual proper, it being a live reaction, and you also see me getting all the fancy technical stuff of trying to sort everything out on XSplit, so everything is there as well, so everything is sorted out and everything for you guys to enjoy, and then end it like that, and then just do an normal review of the chapter afterwards. I might do it like that. That actually seems like an interesting thing to do, because there's so much stuff. But other than that, because I'm rambling now on this live broadcast, and this is literally a live broadcast, this is stuff that would be edited out, and I mean would have been edited out a course of this. And that is something interesting that I can just ramble on and not edit it out, because this is a live broadcast and I want you to see the true me live. As you could see, probably when the ad probably finished, you could see I walked out into the kitchen to put some washing into the tumble dryer, and you could probably hear that too running in the background. That is actually happening right now in real time as you are watching this, guys. Probably not in real time if you're watching this afterwards. But yes, I have done 2 reviews in one big cycle of a live broadcast, and I don't even know how long I have been on the air for, because it literally has. Yes, I have done 2 reviews in one big cycle of. Yes, I can see where the drops have constantly done and became frozen, but it literally is curious about what's happening here as well. So yes, I can see where the drops have constantly. So it is curious that this is. But it literally is very interesting that it's nearly an hour long and that it's going on like this and that the quality sometimes drops and everything. But that doesn't matter. That does not matter at all. And yes, I will agree that it has changed and everything. But like I said, that this is everything. And you can probably hear via my speakers that I've got the sound back and I'm seeing the live broadcast back at me at the same time, just to see if everything's working in my favor. But I'm also on the dashboard as well and everything. So I don't know if this live broadcast is going to be here any longer. I literally have done it now. Okay, so I really literally done some little Facebook things. So you literally are getting a full blown what I do on a daily basis, this live broadcast, and that's something I don't normally do. And I want to finish off this review because this broadcast, this live broadcast, I can do for hours. I can do it for another half an hour. I can do it for another hour if want to. But I won't be doing these live broadcasts every week. I won't be doing them every day. I won't be doing them at all. Because if I'm going to do something live broadcast, I want it to be something more planned out, something more focused, something more. I have everything already set up and everything planned out, so I can actually just then crack it on the live broadcast and then it can be straight. This was my first live broadcast where I do a review, and that is not happening again. It's because of problems and situations where I have worked in a few hours and I've been out all day, and I really haven't had time to properly settle in and stay and do stuff. So that's why I've done this type of video. That's why I've done this live broadcast. That's why I have done this sort of video. Hence why it's long. So if you're not interested on staying to watch the whole live broadcast or the whole review, fine. You can return to it after it's ended because it will be posted straight after this as a normal video with no thumbnail change. It will be no editing thumbnail because I'm not going to be doing all that Photoshoppery for creating a decent thumbnail so that it can be used for the actual video. It's going to be a proper, decent broadcast, raw video for you guys to enjoy with all my mess ups, hiccups, everything, my in-between breaks of just checking other things on my channel. This is what my broadcast probably would have been like if I'd done them constantly and if I've changed them in any way. Now, this just seems that I've just started to ramble on about everything because that really is what has happened, and I have not even tied up my review for One Piece 830. So let me stop this rambling, and yes, this has been a ramble on other things and other things discussing why I've done this way and everything, and there was a little bit of other things included at the same time, but there is other benefits at this point as well. But let's crack back to it, and I've already said this up properly countless times before I rambled like I am doing again. that I've started and gone back to reviewing One Piece chapter 830 because we finished Bleach, so we've done the review. We even include the intro for this as well twice, so there's some kind of pause as well. So you guys literally do get to see other things and other interesting things at that point. So let's get back to the review. Live broadcast right now. It's been an hour of being live, and I'm going to finish it up like I always do. So let's crack down to it, shall we? Let's review One Piece 830 and finish this off so that we can get back to our daily lives. If there's anybody else watching this, probably still only the one person that's watching this video because I'm the only person doing the live, and I've posted it on Facebook and on Double O Club's Facebook group as well. So I'm actually kind of glad that nobody else has been watching this live with me. So One Piece. Yeah, a cough. My throat's dry. So, One Piece, chapter 830. Interesting. We found out what kind of bet was inside this chapter, and it was the whole trade-off thing with leaving Big Mom and Jinbei leaving Big Mom. She doesn't care about the reasons. Nobody should know the reasons why, but she doesn't care. Because she just happy that he's a free part. He can do what the hell he wants. That's what she cares about. The only thing strict that she's doing is she wants a trade. Something equal in value for leaving. Heck, if the trade has to be him giving up the Sun Pirates, he has to give up the Sun Pirates, and the Sun Pirates, as we've seen in the flashback at the beginning of this chapter, probably would understand that if it was the Sun Pirates that have to be given up. That would be the fair trade. His whole entire crew for him to leave. That would be a fair trade. That might be the only way possible to do it, and Aladdin becoming captain for it, and will still keep in the traditions of Junbei because they like the way Junbei done things and everything, and that is something that might happen. But the board that Big Mom brung in and did show like a head, a limb, a leg, and everything on that board, and it's like a dart board as well. So it was like a big target, and she could probably throw like a dart or something in there, and whatever it lands, that's something that he has to lose and then leave. Would he get treatment for the wound? Probably not. Probably yes, probably no. But that's something. And I would like to, I don't know why, but somebody leaving a big family like Big Mom's crew, being part of the Yonko Big Mom, reminds me of Britain wanting to leave the EU as the referendum is happening today. So are you going to vote leave or are you going to vote in for the UK viewers out there? Because honestly, I don't really care what you do. It's your vote. It's your decision. If you want to leave, that's good on you. If you want to stay, good on you. Because for me, we're screwed either way. So if I vote leave, we're screwed either way. Because whoever wins, we leave, we leave. And it's a big point in the UK that, and this is something similar. If Junbei decided to stay in, he wouldn't need to lose anything. But if he leaves, he has to either lose a head, a limb, or leg. This is going by the images on that board, that like dartboard type target that we seen in this chapter, and that is all curious about where this is going to lead at the same time. So with that on the hand, it's happening. Gets a bit more of a reason why Pickham's friend Pico. I think his name's Pico. And a bit more backstory about him. He tells us a little bit more about the road poneglyph, and that might end up helping them to get to Raftel and everything. So we learned that the only other person that they trusted was Goldie Roger, and that the head captains Nikamushi and Inumashi, I think, trusted Luffy and the Straw Hats as much as they did with Gold Roger. What's an interesting thing. So that is interesting. So comment down below, and this is where I'm going to be ending the live broadcast now. So I'm going to be bringing back the outro card. I'm going to shorten that down, and I am going to enlarge that, and I'm going to bring that in there, sizing that off like so. So now that all this is now, so now that the outro card is placed and you know what's happening, so like always, comment down below, who do you think is standing on the shore or at Whole Cake Island? Is it Peekums? Is it Jinbei? Or is it Sanji? They are the three options that you can comment down below. Who do you think it is? There might be also a poll connected to the eye at the end of this video as well, because you can click the eye where there will be 6 cards on my 3 previous Bleach videos, my 3 previous One Piece videos, plus their playlists together by pressing the eye on that corner. Press the eye, and it will drop down a menu on the side here for you guys. And also, if you liked what you've seen, hit that subscribe button as well. As you can see, I'm pointing directly down to it this time, because I sometimes guess when I do it in normal recording. To check out my, hit subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, because this probably is one of the first videos you've seen. My other videos are slightly better, this slightly more edited and less raw. Yes, that's the word I'm going to say, less raw. A little bit more edited, a little bit more coherent, and a little bit more shorter as well. So bear in mind. And also, if you want to follow me on Facebook and Twitter as well, the links are in the video description. Will be in the video description at a later date or later on. And if you want to follow me on Anime Amino, you can search me on the app as well. Now I'm going to be doing a quick little video. Now I'm just going to say, hopefully you enjoyed this live broadcast. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing it again. I probably won't ever do another one again until I get a decent video feed, a decent laptop, computer, gaming laptop or whatever, so I can do these live reactions better for these things. Now, what am I going to do now? Well, I'm going to end the video here. Well, I've done everything to do the intro. I have been your host, Kai from Kai's Otaku Corner, member of the O Club. Yes, O Club. And I will see you next time for a standard live reaction and a standard review, because I have mentioned to you today that I've done it this way because I wanted to get my reviews out quickly as possible, because I have a work to go to and I haven't even had a chance to relax. So I thought best way to do this is do a live broadcast, live reaction, live of both chapters in one go, in 1 hour and 10 minutes long video for you guys. And if there's some static, if there's some broken bits and stuff like that, then I'm sorry, okay? I am truly sorry that happened and there's been some broken up moments. But hopefully you have enjoyed it. Hopefully you caught some of my things. Hopefully you catched some of the things I have said. But hopefully you caught the reviews. That's the main thing, because if that's going to happen constantly, then I'm not going to be doing a live broadcast again. But anyway, I've been your host, Kai from Kai's Otaku Corner, and I'll see you next time. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm really hoping you enjoyed this video. Anyway, see you next time. Bye-bye for now. I've been your host, Kai from Kai's Otaku Corner, member of the O Club. See ya.